right?
Now then.
It would seem the disaster was averted.
Right then. Today's Forden's big announcement.
Wonder what he's planning. I guess the church has to have some reaction to all that stuff the king said.
Whatever it is, Luis won't be able to just ignore it. This might be a day that goes down in history.
Ladies and gents, lend me your ears. Sanctifex Forden has spoken. The giant face in the sky, the massive rocks appearing throughout the land, and the mysterious voice claiming to be the past king. The Sanctus Church has officially recognized these happenings as the will of His Royal Majesty.
So it really is His Majesty?
And so, as His Majesty has decreed, whoever has gained the greatest trust of the people by the day of decision shall be our new king. This is a historic moment, good citizens. It's revolutionary. It's unprecedented. No matter who you are, you can take the throne.
Anyone?
Even me?
If, and this is a big if, you are the person that all our people trust most in their hearts.
Maybe you could be king yourself, eh? You're popular enough.
Me? In charge? Well, that's the last thing this country needs. Right, let's review what we know, shall we? First, the new faces that have appeared on the rock. It shows us who's foremost in the running. We've worked out that much. The top 3 of the lot are also shown in the sky. Suppose that way you can see their inspiring faces anytime, anywhere.
Hold on. How's us common folk supposed to stand a chance against all these upper crusters?
Say you do become popular. With your face clear for all to see, surely that'd make you a prime target for assassination.
Not quite, friend. Not quite. A valid concern, but one His Majesty prepared for. Popular aspirants, at least those who make it onto the rock, are protected by royal magic. Assassinations off the table. Magic chains will spring to life and bind anyone who tries. I saw it happen with my own eyes to Count Luis's sorry assailant.
So, literally anyone could be king? Even a pauper? Or a slave? Or a criminal?
But hold on. You mean to say we might not be ruled by Clamar? What does that mean for us?
Right, I've said my piece. You know all I know. Now go forth, ladies and gents, and spread the word. Whether you're from our fair capital or the middle of nowhere, the crown's within your grasp. Anyone in the land could be our next king.
I heard the announcement. The church has chosen to recognize this face's words as crown sent, and shall abide by them.
They conceded that one quickly. Though I suppose it's a hard thing to deny, what with the royal palace hanging up there in the clouds.
Had they rushed a coronation for His Eminence Forden, it would have dashed any hope of reinstating His Highness. A small comfort.
I can tell from your face there's some bad news, too.
Do you recall those chains that froze Alsace in place? It seems that, too, was part of His Majesty's magic. Plainly, any candidates of sufficient favor cannot be deposed by force.
That's not good.
No, 'tis not indeed. I will still seek to find him. Yet...
No! If we can't kill...
What the hell was the king thinking? Grius was trying to...
Even so, without this magic, no aspirant would be safe from assassination. We appear...
Everyone, have you seen Maria?
Did something happen?
I checked her room and she isn't... She wouldn't just leave without telling anyone. I couldn't deal with losing both of them.
I'll go look for her.
You will? When I think of what might happen...
If she left her room on her own, she...
Let's go search for her. If we...
Where?
You're kidding.
Ridiculous. Oh, I'm in it now. Idiot.
Come on. Hey, mister! Hey, listen!
Sorry.
Hey!
I'm out of ideas.
What should I do? What's going on? Well then.
This is all right. How did I wind up here? Hello there.
Huh? Why?
What are you doing here?
Papa hasn't come home. And I always come here whenever I'm... One time he came here to get me. But... I pray.
Maria.
Miss Fabienne says Papa can't come home, but I know... Papa's gonna... It's... the loneliest it's ever been. But if it gets any lonelier...
I'm sorry.
Why does everyone always leave? Mum was sick. The king and prince are gone. Is it my fault? I really did my best to be a good girl, but...
That's not why.
He's right, Maria.
Listen to me, all right? We were with him, but...
I remember Papa saying something like that. He said, a really bad man might be our king. Is that part of it?
It'll work out somehow. I'm sure of it.
I hope the next king is as nice as you.
I think I understand the king's intentions now. Maybe he wanted a world where the crown goes to one who acts like a king ought to. Not...
You may be right, but much as we wish it, this is not a fight that might...
Even so.
Maria, you're safe.
I'm sorry for leaving on my own.
No, it's all right.
Miss Fabienne, I'm hungry.
Maria. Yes, that's right. Thank you for finding...
It looks like she's worked things out.
She's a strong girl.
But we've more troubles ahead.
If Luis is the curse's caster, we've got to kill him to dispel it.
I wish I could report back, but the prince is still a...
We cannot lose faith yet.
Well, there's the church's announcement. I expect they're trying to stop a wave. I doubt the church would accept this popularity contest if they didn't...
True enough. I can only wonder at their aims. For today...
Sorry, did I... Laying here, I always end up caught in my own thoughts. Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
Let's think about it together.
Keeping me company, are you? That book, is that the novel? Feels like months ago now that I spotted you buried in it on the carriage ride to the fort.
Want to read it?
If you don't mind, since we've finally some room to breathe. Oh, interesting. It's written through the lens of a... In this world, there is no blood-stained contest for sovereigns. One cannot put a sovereign to the sword to seize power. Such an act would be met with scorn and judged as murder. Taking power or wealth by force is... couldn't be further from reality. And this idea of competing for public support. Here it sounds so common. Perhaps I'm overthinking, but it sounds almost like the... Still, I don't imagine this would turn out well in the real world. Besides, there's a decision made by the people. Take us Clamars, for example. We're the majority, and the tribe of the royal blood, a problem with no lofty words. Still, I've been so fixated on killing Luis, but... Wait, how long have you been asleep?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Ladies and gents, have you heard the news? The curtain's about to rise on the show of a lifetime. To choose our new ruler, we're going to give all of you a chance to... And we call it... Our aspirants will set out on a grand tour of the 3 allied nations' capitals. First, we have the Exhibition of the Brave. Slay a monster plaguing our fair people and bring its head to Oceania's capital. Official word is, this event's open to all.
Stroll? Why call us so early?
I had Fabienne bring it up. Something occurred to me, so I asked her to...
Hey, look...
There's a note here. Given the spell's complex...
You mean to suggest... Luis...
Yes! I'd wager, even if we can't kill Luis, we might still have...
But that attack took place years ago, didn't it?
We have little choice but to hope it's not. I'm not saying it would be...
That reminds me. A crier for the church was handing these out.
A flyer for the Tournament for the Throne. This popularity contest is state-sponsored now. An interesting gamble for those politicians. I like the bit about all this being in the interest of fairness, those weasels. But saying it's being organized by the state. The throne's empty. This smells like the theocracy at work. Probably Forden himself.
You think Forden's looking to fix the competition in his favor? He's been in first place this whole time.
In the interest of fairness, remember? If he wins a fair race, he gets legitimized, and Luis gets put on the back foot.
That bodes ill. Those with existing support could easily solidify their claim. Even should His Highness wake, he may lose the throne.
If we don't hurry and find a way to get close to Luis, we're sunk. Ah! What are we supposed to do?
Couldn't we get the people's attention somehow?
How do you mean?
If we make ourselves too obvious, we're likely to have an even harder time getting close to Luis.
Let's enter this tournament for the throne.
Huh? Hey, were you even listening to us? Besides, the prince isn't exactly in a position to take part in...
Wait. It sounds crazy, but I think he might be onto something there. This could be just the excuse we need to get close to Luis. He doesn't care about your tribe so long as you prove capable, yes? That's what Zorba was saying. Which means, even though the world looks down on you as an elder, having the power to kill humans puts you in his good graces.
You're going to make him a candidate for the throne?
If all we need to do is get Luis's attention, then that's sure to get the job done. If we're lucky, he might even try to recruit us.
I see. An undercover operation, is it? Quite a gambit, but it may well be our best chance at finding this formula.
Just hold on a second. Getting Luis's attention is all well and good. But remember who's actually risking their life here.
What do you think? Having heard all this, do you want to enter the running?
Of course I do.
No hesitation at...
Right. In my ideal world, people can believe, no matter who someone is, they deserve a fair country.
Sheesh. So much...
Your resolve has marked you a fine fit for the role. I have trusted you with my...
Good heavens. Haven't you... Listen to me. I don't want you going down the same path he did. Are you really this set on running off again?
I have to...
I see. I'll be cheering for you in this mess of a competition.
What's the...
It's a big, grand race to see who will be the next...
So you're going to try and become king? What?
You have your...
Suppose you'll have to actually try for the throne now, eh? Your Majesty.
That was the plan from the start.
That's the spirit.
Well, if we want Luis to notice you, we'll have to make quite a stir among the people. Maybe reaching for the throne will do it.
Does that mean you're not coming back?
No, we'll be back. Although we might be a while.
I don't like when it gets lonely.
Maria.
But I'll be cheering for you. I hope you win the race. You'd be a good king.
We'll see each other again.
You better not forget.
Now, we'd best get registration out of the way, but we need some legs for the journey. It's mostly lawless wastes between cities.
Judging by this specified deadline, we're unlikely to reach the Principality of Oceana's capital in time on foot.
I bet all these fancy nobles have their own gauntlet runners to ride in.
A carriage might save our chances, if we could find one. Perhaps we split up for now. I'll leave you two to the registration. They should be taking entrance at the recruitment center.
This should be the place, right?
Excuse us, we're looking to join the tournament for the throne.
Aye? Bit young, ain't ya? And who's the kid? He with you?
I'm the one entering.
You? Really?
I've not heard of any age restrictions. There a problem?
Well, I'd not have thought it, but you're an elder, ain't ya? And you want to be king. Well, the novelty of it might win you some looks.
Could you just do your job, please? Can he register or not?
Ah, an elder. Now that I think of it, weren't you in that pack of recruits that went off to the northern fort? Thought I heard they were all wiped out. What? We got a deserter turning up?
No, they said he'd just dragged the company down, so they left him at the capital. He, got on the captain's bad side.
Could swear I've seen you before, too. Well, hardly matters with no captain to verify it with. Go on, then. You can represent the lesser tribes so nobody complains.
Whew. That was a close one.
And, obviously, you're gonna need a carriage. Otherwise, the whole thing's off for you. You're obligated to attend the opening ceremony tomorrow. It'll be at the plaza at the Grand Cathedral. Don't be late.
We'll have to hope Hulkenberg can find us a carriage.
As for us, I expect we should see about finding a monster to slay. If it's not impressive enough, Luis won't look twice at you.
Some postings over there. They should be offering bounties on monsters the guard can't handle. Let's take a look.
Looks like everyone else had the same idea.
One of these bounties is bound to make me stand out. But which? Bigger is probably better.
Hang on! There's nothing but small-time contracts here.
Are you lot here for this tournament, then? Bit slow, I'm afraid. Most of my worthiest monster bills have already been snapped up by other competitors.
How about requests on anything aside from monsters? Bounties include criminals too, right?
I suppose I've got one of those, yeah.
Let's see. Ugh, he's horrible. Heisme. A villainous kidnapper. Looks like the army's been trying to catch him for a while now.
This might just be perfect.
Whoa. You have any idea who that is? That man's an elite. An ex-royal knight, they say. He'd make short work of a scrawny little urchin, you can be sure of that. Besides, didn't you hear what it is they're actually looking for?
Oh, of course. It's about whoever can bring in the biggest monster head, right?
If you imbeciles can't even get that straight, you've no chance at winning. They want kingly types, not children play acting.
Stuck-up little... Is that the kind of competition we can expect?
He was right about the rules, though. What are you thinking?
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
We're supposed to get a monster's head. So why are you going for a criminal? Any idea what he's up to?
Maybe it's because we don't actually have to win?
Sharp as always, Captain. Don't worry, I'll explain everything later.
As long as you can convince Hulkenberg, I guess.
Ho there! Are you really taking the bounty on Heisme? You three must be heaven sent. Please, would you listen to our plight? Your pardon, gentlemen. I'm Barden, a guard captain for Metephor, a town to the south. The bounty...
A guard captain? This fellow's made some powerful enemies.
We can't afford lenience. On top of his past crimes, Heisme has stooped to abducting our wee ones. If our city becomes known for nightly disappearances, what's...
But he's just a lone kidnapper, right? Even if he...
That's the trouble. He makes his hideout somewhere too dangerous for us, so we've no idea how he manages to operate out there without getting devoured.
I see.
I'd no choice but to swallow my pride and post a bounty. A pitiful sight, isn't it? A soldier who can't protect his home, whether by strength or by surrender. Laugh if you must.
There's nothing pitiful about it.
You only cast away your honor in the name of protection. Nothing pitiful in that.
Ah, thanks to you. That you'd accept such a closure. Thank you all. In that case, we shall meet in Metephor, the old castle town.
Well, no backing out of this now.
Way I see it, if we want to make a big impact this... Besides, this is apparently a knight-turned-kidnapper. The man...
I guess that's...
I'll convince Hulkenberg.
Oi, oi!
No, thank you.
I can't forgive that.
Look at that. Look at that.
True.
What in the...
Really? Hello there.
Really now?
Hey! Hey!
Let's focus.
Let's call it.
No registration issues, I trust?
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
Fine work.
Stroll.
See? She's convinced. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
Well, I have made some arrangements. How best to put it? The vessel itself is without peer. Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
You don't sound too sure about that.
Oh, no, I'm certain. All I mean to say is, well, you shall soon see for yourself.
Well, under the circumstances, I'll take what we can get. And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
You needn't speak so. In truth, I've just resigned from the Knight's Order. Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title. We will shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
'Twas not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santifex and not the Royals. Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only...
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract. Let's rest.
Now then.
Don't push yourself.
Hello.
Hey! Yeah.
Fancy a bit of info? Want in on this? Just between us. Want in on this?
night.
Can I come in?
What's wrong?
Well, you're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you. So I just... Oh no. I promised Miss Fabian I wouldn't cry.
Oh, it's all right. You don't have to worry.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it? Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
It's a promise.
All right. Promise? The next time I see you again, can you tell me more about the outside world?
This one's important.
I never got a chance to say this to Papa.
Captain, may...
Good night.
I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out. Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now you It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
You truly are devoted to him.
I suppose I am at that. But that book, we met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
Now that you mention it...
My apologies. I thought So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Ah, you needn't worry. I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say, yet I wonder... How could a simple book have... So, it is a fiction written as if a personal account. This chapter seems to concern the system by which the nation's leader is decided. In this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign. Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear. Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced. In this way, it is quite the opposite of our own country. Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have... No. I must clear my head of these fantasies. Oh, I suppose it takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. My dearest dream.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Judah!
Lady Judah!
Faraway sky, blue and clear. Echo my wish, so that all may hear. One and all born to this land, as here we stand. Let us greet the rising dawn, hand in hand. Faraway sky.
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78th Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden!
Victory to Sanctifex Forden!
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Guido!
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly. But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctus have in this race? Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, Crier! Where's Count Louise?
Right, all right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering? Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right, all right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound.
Him? So he was one of Luis's men.
The fallen king embraced Sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you! What our country needs is power!
Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Kraus. In it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden. Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea. Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Wow, if we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And, if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey! What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
So, contestants, are you ready?
What? Last, I say! Wait! Found your behave!
A land runner?
It's quick! Wait, it's headed right for the...
It'll crash! Whoa!
What the heck is that?
Wonderful. So much for a first impression.
What hell? Isn't she a marvel, chums?
You don't! You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have a care, you fool. It was bad enough when Luis did it the first time.
Feckless, shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all. Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin!
We must take to the road.
Come on, come on! So fast! Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
It's incredible!
Just a sec.
Can you hear me?
Let's see.
This place.
Wow!
Oh.
Spectacular!
This is amazing! I don't know a thing about Gore. I can hardly believe she's out.
You're telling me, lad? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
So this is what you used to talk with the driver? Look, old fellow, are you really on our side?
Money? Ha! What I want is a little gust.
It is at that.
That's the ticket.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Where to, ladies? Oh.
You certainly are a
Hey, Hulkenberg!
That man is Neurus. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. Neurus? Are you there? I'm coming in. Even if it... As always.
No new commissions, no?
It is not a new one I require. Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must...
Pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal...
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a... 'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a...
I've deadlines to meet, dash it! Off with you now!
You've been acting stranger than...
Whoa!
Good God. Is this the very craft commissioned for His Highness? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. However, for a craft meant for the... Did you... really? You...
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprint. A masterpiece like her. I'm...
You! A lowly, brazen court engineer, butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For the...
Mercy, please!
Look. Then I suggest you cooperate. For both our sakes.
Eh? What's all this now? They play the prep.
'Tis no scheme.
For his... Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for... And now you want a... That's it?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists.
Understood.
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he...
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this... I think.
How encouraging.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world.
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
I think we can count on him.
If you're sure, I suppose.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and grease work. Just
This guy's got no filter.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as... Our destination is Port Brilehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal.
A criminal? Did the task...
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to... Everyone's going to show up with monster heads. And we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk... Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby... What do you think of this plan?
I trust all of you completely.
Good enough for me. A captain's got... The bounty's Heismay, an ex-knight. I realize that...
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. Then again, our true aim... Our fate rests in this...
Thank you.
Righto. Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the gauntlet runner. Even got a bathing room if you could...
Good to know. We can always look around...
Yes. You need...
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fun... After all, the wilds out there are no berry picnic. Oh, no. It's a... So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot.
He's certainly an eccentric.
see.
You're Damn.
What's this?
This?
Hello? Spectacular.
Speaking of...
Sorry.
Let's check.
Now then. Speaking of... All right.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon, protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet.
Your thoughts?
Hey. Now then. Speaking of... What's that about? Oh, I see, I see. Then...
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Good morning.
True.
I knew it!
Well met. All right. If so... I'd say... that's why.
Right.
No.
Well,
Yes.
I wonder. All right.
All right.
I say, we could stop for a break.
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magla, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magla surrounding the tree. The Gauntlet Runner comes to a stop at its base.
Wow.
That's...
Certainly.
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey there!
Huh?
Huh?
However,
All right.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless the party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night.
Yeah.
well met. Hmm?
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Finally! We're out of the desert! Oh wow, I missed all this green!
Ugh. Why is it so bumpy?
That'd be the change in terrain, lad. See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
What the? Did we just crash?
Of course not. That's
a cannonade.
My star is rising! Ah!
Sanctism will reign!
It's them. Remember, from the opening ceremony. I think one of them is Godot, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
Starting out in the wilds with no working runner.
So it is a clash to halt each other's advance.
Look! Over by the legs.
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel can...
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
Let's give Gladel a hand here.
Good thinking. That way we could win Luis's regard.
Agreed. Let us run.
I say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh?
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run.
Fine. Suppose it...
Okay then, it's settled.
There should be an external runner.
We're here to help! Withdraw, Gladel! Who goes there? What? Well, so... That Cortland. You're that competent candidate who destroyed the...
So be it. In God's name... You dare interfere in my fight! Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me...
I hate to interrupt, Old Egg.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk up... Your petty ruses are beneath me.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin...
Go, my brethren!
Don't forget about the petrification magic!
I won't hold back!
Light!
I shall... Warrior!
Hack and slash!
By the sworn...
Knight! Comrades, lend me your strength, for all that we strive for! I'll destroy you!
I shall seize my chance! Kneel before him! What could you hope to achieve?
Oh, you've done it!
Don't underestimate me!
Can anyone heal him? He knows we can't attack him. He's toying with us.
We're not out of this yet.
Thank you.
I owe you.
In that
I call upon royal power within!
Let justice prevail!
Not now.
Behold! We stand together!
The power of healing.
healer!
Here!
I'm obliged.
Oh, please!
This is God!
We're both badly wounded. Can
What could you
anyone heal
hope
him?
to achieve?
Suppose this is it.
Here they come.
Someone get him back on his feet!
I see you!
We've got them
The
right
power
in
of
the weak
healing. Take it!
Nice to see another day.
before God.
Are you prepared? I'll cut you down!
Sanctism is supreme.
I would lose nothing by conceding for the sake of my dear... Now! Feel the...
Does this mean he's getting
Rise, my brother!
Oh, you've done it.
badly wounded.
Take
Can anyone
this!
heal him?
My bad.
It got through!
Wasn't enough.
Someone get him back on his
Sanctism
feet!
will reign!
We're badly wounded.
Don't underestimate
Someone
me.
heal her!
There!
We've got them right
I will
in their
fight
weak
with
spot.
pride.
Don't forget about the petrification magic!
Not now. The next one's yours.
I will usher you to his side.
Let's get on with it! Something else.
Warrior!
Hack and slash!
Prostrate yourself before God.
The power of healing. Let's go! Hold on.
Don't forget about the petrification
The next one's
magic!
yours.
In the name of justice!
All yours! Behold my power!
We've got them right
Let's
in
stay
their
calm.
weak spot.
I won't hold back!
Don't forget about the petrification
Vitus
magic!
power. Here!
I will usher you to his side.
This calls for one of these.
By the sworn oath of...
I see you!
We've got them right
It's
in their
okay.
weak spot.
We can do this.
Kneel before him.
What could you hope to achieve?
We're badly wounded. Someone heal her! He knows we
All
can't
yours!
attack him. He's
I'll
toying
stay
with
my
us.
blade.
Healer! We're not out of this yet.
I'm obliged.
Tokenberg's
Now,
guard is
what's the
down.
play? I call upon royal power within!
Insolent heathens!
Tokenberg's
still
badly
stands.
wounded. Someone heal her!
What could you hope to achieve?
Tokenberg's in bad shape. She needs help.
I defer to you.
Tokenberg's guard is down.
With healing power.
Thank you.
I owe you. In the name... Are you prepared?
Right on target.
By the
Nice
sworn
one,
oath of...
Troll. Tokenberg got them right
I
in
will
their
fight
weak
with
spot.
pride.
Vitus power. We can do this.
I'm obliged.
Helpful as ever.
You disgrace the Sanctus
Go for it.
way.
Let's
go! I would lose nothing by conceding for the sake of my... Now!
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my brothers! Take this!
This is nothing.
Sanctism will reign!
Is that all?
I won't lose.
Knight! This won't do. Comrades, lend me your strength.
Let me help!
And thus I end it!
Got them right in the weak
Too
spot.
early to go to his
Come
side.
forth, Royal Soul! We're not out of this yet!
Trust me.
I owe you.
Behold my power!
To him.
No
your place.
Peasants!
Allies, together!
Coordination is key!
Behold my power!
Sanctism will reign! Take this!
Only a flesh wound.
Let's go! With healing power!
I'm obliged.
My thanks.
Behold!
Are you prepared?
My power!
Be frozen!
Observe the enemy. Knight! I'll destroy you!
Let's stay calm. We can do this!
Trust me.
I owe you.
Sanctism will reign!
This is nothing.
Take this!
Don't underestimate me!
I call upon royal power within!
Is everyone all right? There!
The power of healing. Come forth, Royal Soul! Flare!
I shall fight.
By the sworn oath of knighthood. Here!
Hockenberg got them right in their weak spot.
Take this! Sanctism will reign!
Only a flesh wound.
Dodged! Nice one, Captain!
Here they come.
Vitus power! With healing power!
Thank you.
Helpful as ever.
No,
I shall vanquish evil!
peasants!
In their weak spot. Keep it up,
Sworn.
Stroll.
Come! Is that all?
The power...
Healer!
Light!
Sanctism will reign! Take this!
This is nothing.
Brace yourselves!
I call upon royal power within!
In their weak spot.
Witness
Keep it up,
me,
Stroll.
brethren!
Comrades, lend me your strength. Perhaps not this. Not this one. From our provisions.
Thanks.
I owe you.
The power of healing. Come forth, Royal Soul! Flare! A tough one!
No holding back! The power of ice!
Behold my power!
Knight! Not now. No sense in waste. Oh, power of heroes! Still standing, I see.
Take this!
I'll not fall so easily.
Sanctism will reign!
Hulkenberg's down! Get her back up!
We're not out of this yet!
My thanks.
Hulkenberg's down! Someone help her get back in the fight! Take a weak point!
Let's go!
Light!
So, yet your desperate struggling is for naught.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants and...
Now, are you prepared for the end?
Ah, I think not, you rotter!
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough.
Phew. Finally, he took the hint.
Hey! Get down here! What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
I guess you survived this time.
Don't you talk down to me. You want to see what I'm really capable of?
Why, Gladel, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives? Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur. Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. But consider me chasten and shoe. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
You surprised me out there, love. You bested Godot. So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be.
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nydia lady who...
But that's... I'd know the suspensions anywhere. You had Caden workshop on this, eh?
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juna! The king... Really? No one else?
Wait, is that a fairy?
Hey, up there!
An airborne?
Luis.
My lord, Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladel got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Vorden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my Lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady Juna's safe, at least.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug. And I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
I'm just another candidate.
Indeed. Then we are both striving for the throne. One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition?
Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in.
Anyone? Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of swordhounds.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why?
Please, I know we can help you.
You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? You can't change the world without power, after all.
See you, Lux.
Don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector!
It's so... Right then. That could have gone worse. We were lucky.
No thanks to that Gladel. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show that...
As the chirping birds return to their nests and the darkness clicks, are the sounds from between the trees. Just the party never has to find out.
It's over. The end of...
What say we go Hey!
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
Is there something troubling?
Well, I suppose... I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty. I'd not be floundering so much.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration.
Lost relic?
Ah, yes, context. They say that long automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. But somehow, that civilized...
Sounds kind of far-fetched.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a...
Have you ever seen one of...
Oh, yes. When I was but a young sproglet, there was this... That old fellow only showed me his find once. But even after that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas. Something about it utterly...
Wow.
If only that old fellow went back to his own hometown. The old goat. He told...
Okay.
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Chimera.
This one's important.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Isn't that...
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the towering castle's stark walls stare down.
'Tis far more desolate.
Not many people out.
Ah, you're here!
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure... Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctuaress, so...
I take it the locals are hoping for his
Aye, naturally. No, speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates' gauntlet runners.
Ah, well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them. I mean, some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
Luis is nothing but a tyrant.
Yes.
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers?
Looks like his officer's not on...
Dinna be rude, Morris. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey.
You've a local...
You chaps go on.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad.
Might well...
Come, everyone.
Is this...
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm. Cooked to a delicate finish, just enough to...
Oh, good.
Tis a unique texture to...
You're...
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
Looks great.
What is with that smile?
You fairly eat with gusto, young man. How was it? Sometimes the insides...
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes, but...
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing.
And you think this Heisman...
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heisme. His hideout was in the midst of the Sandworm's territory, yes?
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
So... is Heisme's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder...
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
We'll get this job done.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due.
We help anyone in need.
Inspiring words, young man. Now... Now this is the pride of the together. I'm sure we can find...
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why,
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to,
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna tomorrow.
If they aren't here calling a free meal out of us,
No.
It's been a while.
Exactly.
Look at that.
Right? Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It's gorgeous.
Hold on.
Let's hurry.
promising.
What now?
An elder candidate?
Coffee!
What'll I do here?
Coffee! Whoa!
Welcome!
Oh, any one of them will do. Now, how did I wind up here?
Well met.
I've awaited you. Aye. May I present Lady Joanna? These are the ones who have undertaken the request.
I am Joanna, presiding lady of this city.
Lady Joanna refused to use taxes to pay for this, so she...
It's clear you want only the best for your people, milady.
I cannot claim any nobility above yours. Even as other aspirants to the throne
Well, we don't deserve that much credit.
Even so, please put an end to this tragedy.
We won't let you down.
Thank you. In truth, I thought it foolish to decide a monarch. Here is my offer. If you get rid of the... It is most kind, but... Can you truly afford... Indeed? Yes. Now, I must return.
We're counting on you.
'Twas a confident smile indeed.
I know it's but a step in our plan, but truly, I hope we can help these...
She did? Oh, I mean, I can't help but wonder if she'll keep her word on that. It's quite a
Did something seem...
Not in particular. Maybe it's... So what are we gonna do about Heisme? We'll have to go out and sand...
The mere fact of his kidnappings suggests he's passing...
Let's ask around the city a bit, though I can't say we'll find many willing to talk, with the streets this deserted.
We should go.
Oh, any one of them will do. Boy.
My thanks to you.
All good.
Oh, any one of them will do.
Welcome!
So, hey. hey!
Can't be.
What is it?
Right.
Nice!
An elder candidate? No. Must have been wrong.
I'm out of ideas. What do you want to know?
Excuse me.
Thank you kindly. Here's the real skinny.
All right!
I'm out of ideas.
More people
Yes?
missing.
Whoa.
Can hardly think on.
Hey! No good.
Not a scrap. I suppose we knew it wouldn't be that simple.
Tis far too early to give up.
Yes, and it's very admirable.
You there!
Terribly sorry, but I can't help. I'm just here on my leisure. You're better off finding the information.
Suspicious character.
Hey, you lot.
You're Barden's man.
Yeah, the guy with the
Not sure I should tell you this. There's actually a way to avoid the giant sandworms. It's a local event. A kind of storm, and the wind kicks up sand peppered with... Our diviners say we'll have a sand flash in about 5 days. Seems to put most wild beasts to sleep, and that includes the sandworms. Eh? They'll nod off, and with proper timing, you'll sneak...
We're much obliged, but if you know all this...
A guard unit stomping around would wake up the whole den. Didn't much like saying it, but us local... But you think you can handle him? Aye? Wouldn't be here otherwise.
That information is all we needed.
Good luck out there. And tell you what, can't have you getting yourself killed now. And, one more thing.
Understood. But...
What? And got myself volunteered to go out there as your travel guide?
I see.
Anyway...
Finally, a solid lead falls into our laps. And we've apparently got 5 days till the sandflash hits. Let's make sure we can get this...
If it takes us one night to reach the giant sandworm's territory, and we aim to go when the storm has them all asleep, we should...
Let's go in for...
Righto, straightforward enough. Long as we get in when the work... Suppose I'd better crack on with the tune-ups then. Don't want the old girl... Oh, that? Damned if I know. It was just in the blueprints from the royal family. Oh, is he? Thought I saw something glowing. Still can't believe this thing reacted. Look, we don't want you passing out on me, do I?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer. Your journey is going well. One by one, you take your steps forward on this road. All of these are coming together. Accordingly, new powers needed for the journey seem to have awakened.
Are you talking about that thing?
By my eyes report, there is something no longer crafted in this day and age. The power of teleportation. Most interesting. I cannot imagine this is mere coincidence. Now, try to imagine.
What's going on?
What's with all the yelling?
What? The royal capital? How?
Eurus?
Are you mad? Don't you remember how many days the last trip took?
What?
So this teleportation, it can just whisk us all back to the royal...
It certainly did.
Do you know something?
She was custom-made for the prince. Well, I wasn't there in the concept phase. When they gave me an odd... You saw it yourself, eh, my lad? That last night we caught it glowing. Damnedest thing. It only started glowing when you got close, eh?
Yeah.
I cannot say I've heard of teleportation.
Hold on. If we're due back in Martira for the bounty, if it takes us days...
If we magicked ourselves over here, let's ballywell see...
He makes it sound so easy, but...
'Tis no small feat we are...
Where to?
It reacted!
Oh, hey!
Oh!
Marty.
I can't believe it. It feels...
It's not powerful by virtue of being connected to the king or to the... You've all got some powers that defy understanding too, eh?
I suppose when you...
Speaking of sanctism, well, not like this. That's...
Hold a moment. If that's so, we may...
What? You mean... We could...
Go on!
No reaction.
So we can't go somewhere we've never been before?
No. Commoners...
'Twould seem this power of travel is somewhat conditional.
So, in the end, you'll...
Well, thank you very much.
Sounds like you've got to envision the destination in great detail, and you have to focus for it too.
Not as convenient.
How so? Now we can return to the royal capital anytime.
You're right. And now we can drop by to see Maria whenever...
Even if we've no idea where it comes from.
Our next foe is a bounty, and we have a lot of preparing.
Oh, that's right.
So...
What now?